Welcome back to Divine Lotus Tarot. We are going to take a look at part 6 for those of you who are Aquarius men with sun sign in Aquarius, or you have very strong significant placements of Aquarius in your birth chart. Before we get into your messages for this particular reading for you, I would like to invite you to book a personal session with me. My website is www.divinelotustarot.com. You can find my link to my website in the description box below this video. Also, for those of you who would like to support me via donation, you can send your support to my Cash App. It is $ Divine Lotus Tarot and the number 8. I also have a PayPal link if that is more suitable for you. Either way, you can find that information in the description box below this video, as well as for those of you who would like to respectfully follow my social media accounts to see what's going on over there with me, or just connect with me on my social media accounts. You can find that information for those accounts below this video as well too. Okay, so Aquarius, this is for those of you who have familial ties to the Pleiadians and the Arcturians. Okay, I'm gonna just disclaim right now, this message may not relate to all of you who have been watching this video thus far. However, maybe the messages will still be helpful for some of you all. First and foremost, I just kind of feel like you're kind of being guided to do some research. For those of you where maybe you're coming across this, you're not really familiar with your familial ties, I'll say, to the Pleiadians and the Arcturians. If anything in you feels like it's something that resonates with you or you are interested in, then I would suggest you just do more research into that information for yourself. And for others of you, you may already have some type of inclination, or just have been intuitively led to watching this because you already know that you do have, you may be sure that you do have familial ties to the Pleiadians and the Arcturians. Okay, first thing is first, I asked what was the point of me bringing this topic up for you all, and the message that came through from them was essentially, some of you were intentionally trying to reach out to them and make contact with them. So that's just one thing, okay? And then for others of you, they have been trying to reach out to you and you haven't been paying attention, or you have been blatantly ignoring the guidance to respond back to them, put it like that. So that's number one. It has to do with communication for some of you who have been reaching out intentionally, and for others of you who contact has been trying to be made towards you, but you essentially may be like rejecting it or denying or not acknowledging it for whatever reason. Now, the reason why we're bringing this topic up for some of you is because it seems like there's an energy of being overwhelmed. Okay, some of you may have you may be in an energy of feeling very exhausted. Now, this is maybe for different reasons, varying for each of you, but for some of you, you may have went from being in a situation where you were able to handle some type of position that you may have had, maybe where you were in some type of position where either you're getting a lot of attention, or you were in a position where you fought, or you had to take a lot of measures to like stay in a specific position because it could be very competitive. Some of you could be feeling very exhausted now with your responsibilities. Some of you may feel like you're not getting the type of attention that you initially wanted. Some of you may feel like you're getting more criticism than support than what you thought you were going to get. Some of you were not prepared for the amount of criticism or like backlash that you would get in regards to whatever this issue is or this situation that you're dealing with. Some of you were just not aware that you were going to get so much attention, okay? And it could be just the attention of some type of situation is kind of like overwhelming for you. I'm also getting as well too, some of you may have been biting off more than you could chew. So you maybe have taken on way more projects, or you're doing way too much, and it's almost like you either are exhausted, okay, physically at this point in time, or you're in a position where it may potentially lead to some type of burnout, okay? So that's why they have taken notice and seeing all these things going on with you. I feel like as well too, for some of you, you can be feeling maybe like you are, I'm getting either you're feeling alone or you just don't feel like you have maybe the same type of determination that you had before to continue to follow through with some type of experience that you're dealing with, okay? So this could be a relationship. You just may not feel like you have the motivation or the power, like energetically, to like continue to put up with this relationship or go through with it. For others of you, it could be a position that you're working in. You may just kind of feel like, you don't want to continue to try to invest into this because you feel you're at a point where it's causing more, it's costing you your peace, okay? And then for others of you, it could just be a situation where it's just really tough, it's really challenging, and you were so determined, initially you knew going into this situation that, you would have challenges, that it wouldn't be maybe the most easiest thing, but now you kind of feel like, okay, well, you didn't ask for all this. Like, okay, I know it was going to be some difficulties or challenges, but you're kind of like, I didn't know it was going to be like this though. So I kind of feel like some of you are kind of feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility of some type of situation because it kind of has overwhelmed you to a point where it's just kind of like you kind of feel hopeless, or it's leading to you kind of feeling an energy of hopelessness. And I kind of feel like this is why they're reaching out. They want you to touch base because some of you could be feeling like you're missing home. Some of you could be feeling like you are wanting to connect to your roots, or you're needing to connect to your roots or your ancestry. For some of you, it just could just be a period of time, like you have come upon a designated like milestone or a designated like age, okay? And it's almost like this was set up for some of you, like once you reach this particular milestone or once you reach this age, then essentially like you would be contacted, okay? Or you would resume your original studies or resume your original purpose, okay? So I say all that to say, they do want you to, the Pleiadians and the Arcturians want you to, I guess for some of you, you may need to take a break from whatever you're doing. So for some of you, it's going to be like 100% like break. For others of you, it just may be you need to incorporate periods of dedicated time because they want you to study. Now, I'm getting the energy. There is some type of study that they want you to do. For some of you, it's going to be I guess for some of you where you're not really connected or familiar with your Pleiadian or Arcturian familial ties, it would be to take that time to gain more knowledge in regards to that area of study. And then for others of you, it's a particular like subject that may require you to go back to school. And what I was advised to let you know is that when you go and take this particular study, it's going to give you an edge, okay, in a particular field, so that it's going to, wherever you're feeling like, I guess you have a disadvantage, it's going to give you a leg up in that situation. So some of you may be actually needing to go back to school to study, to get more wisdom, to get more knowledge, to get more information for a particular subject or a particular field, and you're being led to follow through with this. I feel like it has something to do with the field or the industry pertaining to communications. Okay, so some of you are being advised to go back to school or to go to school. Either summer, yeah, maybe you are going back to school, maybe to further your studies. Okay. For others of you, you're going to need to go to school so you can obtain educational experience and background, which is going to help you when it comes to the field of communication. Okay. The next message I'm hearing for some of you all, they feel like some of you may need to go to counseling. Okay, I'm getting, it could be for alcohol for some of you, and then for others of you, there is like gambling. So you could have an addiction to gambling. Okay, so they need you to, they're requesting that you go get assistance, counseling, and guidance to help resolve this. Okay. Okay, the name Bryson Tiller just came through, so that might resonate for some of you all. I'm getting a nervous energy as well too. I feel like they're picking up on your nervousness. Okay, so this could have something to do with communication, but this communication has to do with, they're picking up that you're nervous because there is maybe an individual that you want to communicate to. Okay, it's like you have been trying to figure out how to like initiate conversation with this individual, like, or break the ice with this individual, how to approach this individual is what I'm picking up. I'm hearing some of you have been studying this person's mannerisms. They're telling me you've been studying this individual's mannerisms. Okay. Okay, I'm hearing that you have wanted to get something like off your chest, or you want to speak from the heart, is what they're telling me. I feel like they have been trying to guide you and give you reassurance and encouragement to move forward, but I guess you haven't been listening or paying attention, or you're just kind of up in your head. So it's kind of blocking you from getting the confirmation and reassurance that you have been asking for, or that they've been trying to provide you, so you feel more confident. And I heard debilitated. So maybe some of you may be in a debilitated state. Now this could be you actually could like have some type of physical debilitation that is impairing you in some form of fashion, that may be making you feel inadequate or weak or not strong enough. But this also could be debilitated in the form of maybe it has something to do with a placement in your birth chart. Okay, so it might be in your interest, for those of you who are into astrology, to like maybe revisit your birth chart, and this may help you to get some type of in-depth type of, maybe like logical explanation as to why maybe certain things are challenging for you. Okay, so if you're having challenges talking and telling someone how you feel from the heart, you may want to focus maybe on your Venus, your Mars, and your Mercury. In some instances, this is what I'm picking up, because that would have to do with essentially your communication, your ability to take action and initiate towards another individual, and then also your sense of being able to express yourself when it comes to like the things that you have a sense of love and romance for. Okay. Okay, I think as well too, the Pleiadians and the Arcturians want those of you who, have the familial ties with them, or have been inquiring about your familial ties to these beings. I feel like they want you to get more research in regards to like yourself as well too, and astrology. I feel like they're wanting you to do some inner work, because this is going to lead you to maybe some information that'll be helpful to you in regards to, I'm hearing certain placements, in regards to like why you respond in the manner that you do, or why you I feel like some of you have like anxiety, okay, and you don't know why you feel so anxious at times, because I honestly just started to feel kind of overwhelmed all of a sudden, and just felt nervous. So I kind of feel like maybe some of you, I'm not getting full blown like panic attacks, but some of you may just have like waves of like anxiety that comes upon you. And I was hearing waxing and waning. So if this all correlates together, it could just be pertaining to, they're wanting you to take a look more in depth at your birth chart, because it may help you to pinpoint like the reasons behind astrologically why you may be dealing with your anxiety, okay, and why it occurs in the manner that it occurs. I feel like it's going to give you more helpful insight into that. What they're also letting me know is that for those of you where, okay, for those of you where you have interest in pursuing an individual, they said one of the things that you should look for in this individual is a key indicator that you're on the right track with someone who is aligned with you, or who they've been helping to guide you to, is because they said this person is going to help you focus on yourself. Okay, so you want someone that's going to help you to be a better version of you, and help you to learn about yourself, to help you improve you. Okay, or this person is going to make you want to do that. So either they're going to directly push you to do this, or something about this individual is going to make you want to naturally do this within yourself. And then I heard them say that girl is a keeper. So whoever, I guess that would apply to when you are moving forward with your love interest, okay? That's how you will know. I feel like as well too, they want you to be confident, okay? I feel like they're aligning you with someone who is it's going to be someone who has similar energy with you, being that they have similar familial ties to Pleiadians or Arcturians as well too. I feel like this is what they have been trying to get your attention as well too, because they want to lead you to a relationship where you're gonna be connecting more to, like I said, some of y'all feel like you have been lonely, or you haven't really been connecting with individuals in a manner that best suits you, and I feel like that's because you haven't really connected maybe to individuals who are part of like your soul family or your soul tribe, or people who are on your soul path who you were supposed to be aligned with. And I feel like I said, now it's like a designated time. It's almost like it was part of your soul contract that you were supposed to essentially come and experience Earth and just your own personal soul path. And then at a designated age or a designated just point in time, then you were going to move forward and essentially move in your purpose according to your familial ties with these beings, the Arcturians and Pleiadians. Like, part of what your purpose is because of your familial ties to them and what you came here to do. And then another thing is, you do need to practice some sense of getting your anxiety under control, or just being in a state of relaxation, because then they'll be able to connect with you easier. They don't want you to feel overwhelmed by their energy, so that could also be why they haven't like been able to directly like connect with you, because you need to be in a more you cannot be inebriated, okay? You need to have a clear conscience type of energy so that you can be receptive to them, okay? So some of you may get inebriated and it's hard for them to connect to you. They're going to need you in a sober state. You just need to be, I'm hearing chill. You just need to be in a chill state. You need to be able to relax, okay? So that they can be able to communicate with you, okay? I feel for some of you, they do want to talk to you because they want you to relay messages. So maybe for some of you, this may be something new that you may be inclined to be led to do. They want you to transmit messages on behalf of them. So I'm not sure if some of you knew